What's good everybody, I'm Birdie Assassin and this is a daily drop for February 2nd, 2021. At the time of this recording there's only 8 hours to go before Season 8 of Apex Legends drops and we get to meet Fuse. Hold on. This is all wrong. There we go, that's better. Got some Fuse colours now. Now we all know how ridiculous the console wars are, and after seeing this, I think they just really need to stop, because let's face it, Nintendo may be the oldest console maker still out there, but they're definitely the wisest. I say this because only after a couple of years on the market, the Nintendo Switch has outsold the Nintendo 3DS, with selling at 79.87 million units worldwide. Even more impressive is that Animal Crossing New Horizons is getting very close to outselling Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, selling 31.18 million copies since launch last year, and Mario Kart is currently sitting at 33.41 million copies since the console's launch back in 2017. And if you think about it, Mario Kart actually came with every Nintendo Switch sold all the way up until 2019, especially if you bought it in Australia or the UK, because every bloody bundle had Mario Kart 8 in it. So who do you think is the big daddy of consoles now? Well, I got news for you, it's Bowser, bitches. Kids these days say the craziest things. Unfortunately, when it comes to adults that don't play video games, it can be taken wildly out of context because, let's face it, people are idiots. Back in 2019, a 4-year-old child was heard in a British schoolyard that his father had guns and bombs in the shed. It was soon discovered that he was actually watching his cousins and his father playing Fortnite at home, and he liked to tell his school friends about it because he thought it was a cool game. The stupid and really very racist part is that the conversation was actually reported to Prevent, which is the anti-terrorism system that monitors schools, clubs, doctors and other similar places in the British community for the signs of radicalism. Police were actually sent to this kid's home to investigate a possible terrorist threat which had been moved up in the system because the family was Muslim. People can say that mistakes can be made, especially with a frickin' government system like this, but it's not a once-off, and it's been happening a lot. The Prevent system in Britain has actually targeted more than 2,000 children of Muslim faiths. What's even more disturbing is that it has since been discovered that almost 87% of these reports were children in the schoolyard talking about Fortnite. The rest of the conversations, mind you, is actually been talking about other games, movies, and even YouTube content. I mean, if you're going to have an anti-terrorist frickin' organization or system or whatever the fuck you want to call it, actually make it viable. Don't be targeting fricking Muslim kids or any type of frickin' children in the bloody schoolyard. You may think it's a good source of information, but it's been proven over almost a fucking century that it's not. It seems that kids can't even grow up these days without being falsely profiled as a criminal by a bloody government when all they want to do is talk to their friends about playing video games. And finally, we have more confirmation of Apex Legends actually dropping in on the Nintendo Switch at the beginning of Season 8. It seems that somebody at a game retail store in Japan put out the poster a little bit early. It's then since been snapped up by people on Reddit and even been posted over to Twitter. The only thing that I want to know is, what's the game next to it, because I need a game in my life that's got the big old anime titties. What I really love about this photo is that on the very left of the photo you can see the edge of a PlayStation 5 poster that says, "has no limits." Which is funny because since the last Japanese store that actually got a restock of PlayStation 5 consoles ended up having police being called because there was almost a freaking riot, I mean, they've obviously got some limits. And of course I do know that it's just a cut-off version of their slogan that's meant to say play has no limits, but I think it's funny. But anyway, if Apex Legends doesn't drop into the Nintendo Switch at the start of Season 8, then seriously, what the hell is everyone doing? There's been rumors and freaking information everywhere, posters going up, all the bloody YouTubes, like Russian YouTube for Apex, Japanese YouTube for Apex, all putting in the 2nd of February date for the Nintendo Switch version before they removed it all from the frickin' descriptions. So unless it's been pushed back and none of us are meant to know about it, this is going to be a very interesting time for Nintendo Switch players that want to drop in on the arena. And that's all we have time for today, but before I go, remember to go to gamerfield.com.au, use code BirdieAssassin to get 10% off your order. And please, if you like this video, hit that like button and maybe even consider subscribing to get daily updates. Until then, stay safe and keep gaming. I'll see you next time.